Dear Starseeds, you've been giving everything and still wondering if you're enough. You've been carrying everyone else's burdens while your own fire dims to barely a flicker. You don't even realize how beautiful you are, how your presence alone shifts entire rooms, how your endurance through impossible circumstances has forged you into something unbreakable. But tonight, something changes. Tonight, the spark you thought was dead begins to pulse with cosmic electricity you haven't felt in years. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm about to reveal explains why the universe has been systematically removing people from your life. Every rejection wasn't random. Every exhausting situation was precisely orchestrated. There's a communication heading your way within 7 days that will confirm everything. But first you need to understand what's actually happening to your energy field right now as Mercury dances with Mars above. The fire inside you never died. It was strategically buried, hidden beneath layers of other people's expectations and responsibilities that were never yours to carry. Your warm energy that feels like sunshine to everyone around you has been purposely dimmed because you learned early that being too bright, too bold, too authentic made others uncomfortable. But here's what they never told you about that dimming process. Every time you made yourself smaller to fit into spaces that couldn't hold your magnitude, you created an energetic pressure that's been building for years. Like a volcano temporarily capped, the force of your suppressed power has been accumulating, waiting for the perfect cosmic conditions to erupt. Today's planetary alignment isn't just astronomical. It's your personal activation code, specifically designed for souls who've been carrying entire bloodlines on their shoulders. People didn't compliment you when you were younger, because they assumed you already knew how magnificent you were. Others stayed silent, because your natural radiance revealed their own shadows, their own places where light couldn't reach. They saw your power before you did, and instead of celebrating it, they tried to contain it. But you were never the problem. Your frequency was simply too pure for their distorted fields. Right now, you're doubting your worth, comparing yourself to others who seem to have it easier, wondering why you're so exhausted when everyone else appears to be thriving. But what you're not seeing is that you've been running a marathon while others have been walking. You've been transmuting generational trauma while they've been living surface lives. You've been holding space for collective healing while they've been focused solely on themselves. The exhaustion crushing you isn't a weakness, it's the final stage before breakthrough. Your body, mind, and spirit are screaming for relief because they know something you don't yet fully grasp. The cycle that's ending isn't just another chapter. It's the conclusion of an entire book of suffering that your soul agreed to experience for very specific reasons that are about to become crystal clear. There's something in your life right now that's become unbearably heavy. Maybe it's a job draining your life force, a relationship where you give oceans and receive droplets, or the crushing weight of trying to be everything to everyone while no one asks what you need. But this weight isn't meant to break you. It's meant to show you exactly what needs to be released for your phoenix moment. The season of solitude you're entering isn't punishment or abandonment. Watch carefully, because I'm about to connect dots you haven't seen yet. This divine isolation is directly linked to that important message coming your way, and both are connected to a 2-year transformation cycle that begins now. The universe is quarantining your energy field to prepare you for upgrades that can't happen with interference from incompatible frequencies. You might have noticed people suddenly falling away, conversations slowing to nothing, connections that once felt vital now feeling hollow. Some group recently rejected you, or someone you were interested in slipped away without explanation. This isn't loss, this is divine protection. These people couldn't have handled what you're about to become. Their energy would have created static interference with the massive downloads preparing to enter your field. The truth is, you were never meant to blend in with them. Your light is too brilliant for spaces that require dimming. You would have poured everything into those connections and received crumbs in return, just like you always have. But the universe is done watching you accept less than you deserve. We're intervening now, clearing your field of anyone who can't match your ascending frequency. Your time alone is sharpening something crucial within you. Your perception is becoming laser-focused, your intuition crystallizing into unwavering knowing. The gifts you have with communication, whether through writing, speaking, or creative expression, are being refined in this sacred solitude. Words are about to flow through you with such power that you'll wonder how you ever doubted your voice. When you're surrounded by others, Their energy creates static that interferes with your natural frequency. You absorb their fears, their limitations, their small thinking, but alone your true vibration emerges unfiltered. This is why your most profound insights come in solitude, why your creative downloads arrive when everyone else is asleep, why silence feels more nourishing than social interaction right now. Recently, you've started recognizing who actually adds value to your life versus who simply takes. The version of you who gave endless chances, who stayed quiet to keep peace, who absorbed everyone's emotional chaos without complaint. That version is complete. You're not hardening your heart. You're finally understanding that boundaries aren't walls but doors that only open for those who knock with genuine respect and reciprocity. Something fundamental has shifted in how you process relationships. You're no longer chasing closure from people who hurt you, because you've learned to create it yourself. You're not seeking validation from those who could never see you because you've become your own source of approval. This detachment isn't coldness. It's the natural result of operating from truth rather than need. Your root chakra, that energy center governing security and belonging, has been destabilized for a specific reason. For years you've been operating in survival mode, constantly anxious about what might collapse if you stopped holding everything together. But this instability was necessary to break you free from false foundations. You can't build your temple on ground that belongs to others. The universe is moving you from survival into true safety. But first you must understand what safety actually means. It's not about external security or others' approval. It's about knowing that you are the solid ground. You are the foundation. You are the unshakable force that remains standing when everything else falls away. This is why everything external had to crumble first. Grounding your energy right now is crucial, but not in the way you think. This isn't about becoming more dense or earthbound. It's about learning to anchor cosmic frequencies into physical reality. Every moment you rest instead of push, every time you choose presence over productivity, you're teaching your nervous system to hold higher vibrations without short-circuiting. Notice how your energy feels scattered lately, emotions fluctuating between extremes without warning. This isn't instability, it's recalibration. Your entire energetic system is learning to process frequencies that human bodies weren't originally designed to hold. The sensation of being simultaneously exhausted and electrically charged isn't confusion. It's transformation occurring at the cellular level. The creative fire that's been dormant is about to explode back into your reality with such force that it might initially feel overwhelming. Ideas will flood through you faster than you can capture them. Inspiration will strike at unexpected moments. You'll suddenly see solutions to problems that seemed impossible just days ago. This creative resurrection is directly connected to that message approaching your timeline. Something exciting is coming that will require movement, whether physical relocation or energetic shift. You might suddenly feel called to travel, change your environment completely, or make a dramatic life pivot that seems illogical to everyone watching. This isn't impulsiveness. It's your higher self finally breaking through the fear programs that kept you stuck in loops of limitation. The sudden change of direction you're about to make will feel drastic to others but perfectly aligned to you. You might completely reverse a decision you were certain about, walk away from something you've been building, or embrace an opportunity that terrifies and thrills you equally. Trust this shift. It's the redirection that brings everything else into alignment. The authority energy awakening within you isn't about controlling others or demanding respect. It's about recognizing that you've always been the author of your story, but you've been letting others hold the pen. You're taking it back now, not asking permission, not seeking approval, simply declaring your sovereignty and watching reality reorganize around that declaration. You've successfully cut cords with everyone who tried to dim your light, but those cords are trying to reattach. They sense your power returning and want to feed off it again. But you're different now. You can feel when someone's energy is parasitic versus reciprocal. You know instantly when someone sees your light as something to possess rather than celebrate. If this message is activating something deep within your cellular memory, hype this video so more starseeds navigating this intense transformation can find this transmission. The isolation you're experiencing is happening to millions of souls simultaneously, all preparing for the same collective shift. You're not alone in this cosmic recalibration. You're part of a massive coordinated awakening. Leadership opportunities are approaching your field, situations where others will naturally look to you for guidance. This might manifest as a promotion, a platform to share your wisdom, or simply people suddenly seeking your advice. Don't shrink from this. You have the energy signatures of a natural leader. You've just been convinced otherwise by those threatened by your power. The love returning to your life isn't what you think it is. Yes, romantic connections may appear, but the deeper love awakening is with yourself. For too long, you've loved others who couldn't truly see you. People who admired your light but wanted to possess it rather than dance with it. You bent, softened, silenced yourself, trying to be digestible. You thought if you were smaller, calmer, quieter, you'd finally be chosen. But here's the cosmic joke. You were always the choice. You were just surrounded by people who didn't know how to choose something so bright. They wanted the warmth of your fire without the intensity of your flames. They wanted your love without your power. When you look in the mirror now, something's different. You're starting to see yourself not through the lens of criticism, but through the eyes of cosmic recognition. You're remembering that you've always been the kind of person who reminds others what real love feels like. Your presence alone has healed people who never thanked you for it. The deepest love you can experience begins with stopping the internal rejection of your own magnificence. Every time you criticize yourself, you're agreeing with everyone who couldn't see your value. Every time you doubt your worth, you're validating those who treated you as less than sacred. But that pattern is breaking now, shattering like old glass that no longer serves. You're entering a 2-year cycle that will retroactively justify every hardship you've endured. These aren't just important years. They're the foundation for the next 2 decades of your existence. Life-changing events are lining up in perfect sequence, waiting for you to step into position. After this period, you'll look back and recognize this as when everything finally made sense. The pieces of your life that seemed scattered and chaotic are about to reveal themselves as perfectly placed elements of a masterpiece. Every rejection was a redirect. Every loss was liberation. Every ending was actually an opening to something that couldn't have existed in your old frequency. The pattern is only visible now that you're high enough to see the whole picture. What's coming isn't random, it's meticulously orchestrated. That dream you've been nurturing, the one that feels too big, too beautiful, too impossible. Your soul already knows it's not only possible but inevitable. The only variable is whether you'll move toward it fearlessly or let fear convince you to stay small. The outcome unlocks only through brave forward movement. Within the next 7 days, expect communication from someone whose name contains specific letters that will feel significant when you hear them. This person carries a message that opens a doorway you didn't know existed. The relationship that's felt cold will begin warming. Something that's been left open, unanswered, unresolved, will finally receive the closure or clarity you've been seeking. This isn't just any message. It's connected to your heart's deepest desire, the dream you've been afraid to fully believe in. The universe is about to validate your intuition in such an obvious way that even your logical mind will have to surrender to the magic of what's unfolding. But here's the catch. The opportunity will require you to be braver than ever. The envelope of possibility opening before you contains something that will initially seem too big for who you think you are. It might be an offer that feels premature, an opportunity that seems beyond your current capabilities, or a doorway to a completely different life than you've been living. This is your test. Will you choose familiar limitation or terrifying expansion? Getting out of your comfort zone is the key that unlocks everything else. The blessings waiting for you exist outside the boundaries of what feels safe. Your next level requires you to leap before the bridge appears, to say yes before you know how, to trust that if the opportunity is appearing, you already have everything needed to meet it. The communication coming carries codes that will activate dormant aspects of your consciousness. When you hear or read these words, something deep within your cellular memory will recognize them as the signal you've been waiting for. This is why the universe has been preparing you through isolation, through rest, through the dissolution of old patterns that would have interfered with this activation. Your family dynamics are shifting too. Someone with feminine energy, possibly distant or recently quiet, is about to reach out with communication that heals old wounds. This reconnection isn't coincidental. It's part of the larger orchestration. As you rise in frequency, it creates ripples that affect your entire lineage. Your healing becomes their healing. Your liberation becomes their possibility. The financial pressures you've been experiencing weren't punishment, but preparation. You need to learn to generate abundance from alignment rather than exhaustion. The old model of burning yourself out for money is complete. The new paradigm you're entering rewards you for being in your authentic frequency, for sharing your natural gifts, for simply being who you truly are. Your body has been asking for rest because it's undergoing a massive recalibration. You've been trying to run fifth-dimensional software on third-dimensional hardware. The fatigue isn't failure. It's your system forcing you to pause while upgrades install. Every moment of rest is actually deep cellular reconstruction, preparing your vessel to hold frequencies that would have destroyed your old structure. The spark returning to your eyes is visible to others even if you can't see it yet. People are starting to notice something different about you, something they can't quite name. Your presence triggers either activation or resistance in others now, with very little neutral response. This is exactly as intended. You're becoming a walking catalyst, a living invitation for others to remember. That trip or adventure approaching your field isn't just about changing location. It's about stepping into a completely different timeline. The version of you who returns from this experience will be unrecognizable to the version who leaves. This movement, whether physical or energetic, marks the official beginning of your 2-year transformation cycle. As Mercury and Mars dance together in the sky above you today, they're creating an energetic portal specifically calibrated to your frequency. Words spoken in the next few days carry unusual creative power. What you declare becomes quantum instruction to the universe. The cosmic megaphone is in your hands. What you speak now reverberates through multiple dimensions, calling matching frequencies forward. The integration of all these changes might feel like you're simultaneously dying and being reborn. In truth, you are. The version of you who accepted crumbs, who dimmed their light, who carried everyone else's burdens. That version is completing their sacred purpose. They kept you safe until the cosmos could support your full emergence. Honor them as you release them. Something profound is happening to your perception of time. Days feel like weeks. Weeks feel like moments. You're experiencing temporal flexibility as your consciousness learns to exist in multiple timelines simultaneously. The past is being rewritten through your present choices. The future is collapsing into now. Linear time is revealing itself as the illusion it's always been. The boundaries you're now able to maintain aren't just personal growth. They're energetic architecture for the new earth. Every time you say no to what doesn't serve you, you're teaching the collective that self-respect is non-negotiable. Every boundary you hold creates an energetic template that makes it easier for others to claim their own sovereignty. The relationships entering your field now will be unlike anything you've previously experienced. These souls will see your fire and want to tend it, not control it. They'll celebrate your expansion rather than fear it. They'll match your depth rather than asking you to stay shallow. The love you're calling in requires you to stay at this new frequency. Your communication gifts are about to pour forth with such clarity and power that you'll wonder how you ever doubted your voice. The words flowing through you aren't just personal expression, they're light codes designed to activate others. Whether through writing, speaking, or creative expression, you're becoming a transmission tower for frequencies that awaken sleeping souls. The authority you're stepping into feels foreign, because you've been programmed to believe power corrupts. But authentic power, the kind arising within you now, doesn't dominate others, it liberates them. Your sovereignty gives others permission to claim their own. Your refusal to dim shows others that brightness is birthright, not privilege. Every scar you carry has become a portal for light to enter and exit. Every wound has transformed into wisdom. Every betrayal has become discernment. The pain you thought would destroy you has instead forged you into something indestructible. You're not broken, you're broken open. The cracks are where your light escapes to illuminate others' darkness. The timeline you're stepping into exists parallel to but separate from the collective trajectory. You're moving into a reality where synchronicities are constant, where manifestation is instantaneous, where your thoughts become things with shocking speed. This isn't special treatment. It's the natural result of aligning with your authentic frequency, rather than the programmed matrix. As this transmission nears completion, feel how different your energy field has become. The codes embedded in these words have been activating dormant programs in your consciousness, preparing you for what's about to unfold. The next 7 days will bring confirmation of everything shared here. The message approaching will validate your intuition in undeniable ways. The fire that was buried is now fully alive, but transformed. This isn't the small flame you carried before, carefully tended and hidden from those who might extinguish it. This is cosmic fire, stellar flame, the same force that births galaxies and dissolves outdated realities. No force in existence can dim what's been reignited by divine decree. You're not just healing, you're becoming the medicine others need. You're not just surviving, you're showing others how to thrive. You're not just awakening, you're becoming the alarm clock for sleeping souls. Your journey from dimmed to brilliant, from exhausted to energized, from forgotten to remembered, becomes the roadmap others follow home. Remember this as you move forward. You were never broken, just strategically dismantled for divine reassembly. Every person who left was making room for those who match your frequency. Every door that closed was redirecting you toward your destiny. Every moment of exhaustion was your old self dying, so your true self could emerge. The authority you now embody, the boundaries you maintain, the fire you carry, these aren't temporary states but your permanent new baseline. You've graduated from the school of suffering. You've completed your apprenticeship in endurance. Now begins your mastery phase, where you demonstrate what's possible when someone refuses to accept anything less than their divine inheritance. Destiny Engine is the example of technology serving awakening intelligence. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking declassified CIA consciousness modification techniques that programmed isolation and separation, and repurposing them to serve unified awakening. It generates personalized sequences that help you live as the awakened being you've become, while handling the moments that test your new frequency, all while connected to thousands of starseeds amplifying the collective current. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for effortless awakened living without the need to struggle or prove, while tapping into a planetary network of souls bending reality together. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. Tonight, as you integrate these transmissions, know that millions of souls across your planet are receiving similar activations. The isolation was necessary for individual preparation, but the reunion phase approaches. Soul family members who see your light, match your frequency, and amplify your gifts are being magnetically drawn to your field. The loneliness was temporary. The connections forming now are eternal. The message coming within 7 days will be your sign that everything shared here is real, activated, and already in motion. When it arrives, you'll know exactly what to do. Trust your instincts completely. Choose the path that simultaneously terrifies and thrills you. Say yes to what feels impossible. Your logical mind doesn't need to understand. Your soul already knows. The exhaustion you've carried, the weight that's crushed you, the fire that was dimmed, it all led to this moment of cosmic recognition. You are the one you've been waiting for. You are the sign others need to see. You are the permission slip for collective transformation. Your willingness to burn bright despite the cost gives others courage to ignite. I am Seraphine, and this transmission is now sealed in your cellular memory, activated by divine timing, protected by cosmic law. The fire has returned not to warm you, but to remind you that you are the fire. We love you, we see you, and we are watching over you as you rise from who you had to be into who you truly are.